Hello to friends and welcome to my channel. So in this video I have for you another great value knife. This will be from Boker under the Magnum Boker line. So those of you who know, the Magnum line is the budget or value, high on value oriented price point, made in China of course, and they have some really interesting new designs. Lately they have released a couple of them, and some of them are in Micarta. This one will be the Rockstub in brown Micarta. So the model number is 01SC710, and the price point, give you at the end, the start of this video, is around $44.95. That is the MSRP. So this will cost you around let's say 35 US dollars. For my European based friends, they should expect around 42 euros. So definitely not that expensive, and will give you a really nicely designed medium small folder. So I also like that in the Boker Magnum line they do not waste money on any kind of packaging, pouches, fancy pouches, tools and so on. You are getting the box, you are getting the paper, and you are getting some literature, and of course the main highlight is of course the knife. This, I must say, is the first, as far as I know, maybe I have not all informations, but this should be the first crossbar lock Magnum line knife that they produced, since the license, or should I say the patent on the axis lock from Benchmade expired. Okay, so as you can see in my XL size hand, this is a rather small knife. I have 3 fingers right there. Maybe I can squeeze a half or also pinky if I choke up on the blade, so definitely doable. But if you are looking for something really nice and stout and small, then this is a really excellent design. So Boker does not divulge this information who is the designer. Probably they are in-house, or they do not want to disclose informations. So on the blade, I forgot to give you the specification firstly. So firstly, let's do the specifications. So we have an overall length of 16.3 centimeters, that is 6.4 inches. The blade is 6.8 centimeters or 2.7 inches. I always measure my knives from the start of the scale to the tip, not the cutting edge. So that is probably in some jurisdictions the police will measure it that way. Just that you know, the width of the blade is 2.6 centimeters or 1 inch. The thickness is 2.4 millimeters or 0.1 inch. The handles are 9.6 centimeters long on 3.8 inches with a thickness of 1.2 centimeters or 0.45 inches. So that is without the pocket clip, of course. So rather a little bit on the thicker side, but that is perfectly fine to give you that more secure feel. So now let's talk about the blade. So the blade is 440B. I don't know what's going on lately with Boker. Some knives in the Magnum line have 440A, some have B, some have something like CR13 or these CR blades steel. So yeah, definitely interesting. 440B is definitely a decent stainless steel. You will have a little bit often sharpened, but there should be no problem to touch it up on your ceramic stone or just on your strap. So we have a really nice black Stonewash drop point blade. So this is what I was focused on when I started the video. This is probably the first time I also see this combination. So brown micarta, black Stonewash blade, axis lock. Yeah, these all these are hallmarks of a really nicely designed package. Why I'm saying that? So because for a really nice working design, you have to have some kind of blade that will take up on scratches and not will be taking up much of the fingerprints and smudges so on, and this black Stonewash design is really nice for that. Also, it gives you a benefit of a little bit more protection from corrosion, but 440s steels are good in that regard. Also, what I'm really surprised to see that at this price point they are giving you nested stainless steel liners, which are nicely polished and skeletonized. So in this price point, that is really good to see from Boker, because I will show you a couple of other knives that I got in one batch, and some of those will not have these features and are just a little bit less expensive. But let's talk about the other construction. So we have two standoffs. Another great deal of improvement, in my opinion, is they are finally using flush screws. So also on this kind of budget of very knives, so usually they will use dome screws, but we have medium stiffness, this really nicely designed deep carry pocket clip. The pivot assembly, it rides on caged ball bearing washers, so yeah, it drops. And with a little bit of flick, you will also. So this is nice and small, as you can see. It glides open. Also, they increased, what I would say, the width of the exit lock bar. So this is a little bit better to grab and open it also with the centrifugal force. Yeah, really nice. Okay, let's see the sharpness of the box. Yeah, really nice and sharp, no problems there. Let me give you another shot on the blade finish. Decent sized lanyard hole, so everybody who is inclined to use a lanyard, then I'm happy to reply. You can use all kinds of paracords and leather straps or cords through it. Also, let's talk about the hole right there. So for some reason, this is not a MB clip, or that is not a cutout for it to mount the pocket clip, but they did pre-drill the liners. So that this does mean, if you like, you can just use your Dremel and drill through the micarta, and possibly you could attach the pocket clip, because as you can see, they are using the standoff for the first screw right there. So there is the same, it's pre-drilled for you, and yeah, so definitely really nice. I don't know why they did not bother to pre-drill also the second hole right there and have it ready for left-handed users. Yes, I get it. Drilling is and finishing up micarta, and for that matter any kind of scale, adds to the machining time, and machining time costs dollars. Yeah, so money. But yeah, I rather spend, I don't know, 50 cents or $1 more and have it complete ready for everybody to enjoy, not to tinker with it on your own. So yeah, but this is just my point of the view. Okay, so let's see the pocket profile. I mentioned this is a really nice deep carry pocket clip. I did spend a little bit time with it, and I can report that it is really nice to use. What I would prefer a little bit, because not all jeans are made the same, but sometimes you will have a little bit problem to go underneath if you have a thicker pans. So if that concerns you, I would recommend take down the clip and bend just a little bit the tip of the pocket clip right there. Okay, so now the weight, I forgot to mention the weight, of course. The weight is 80.6 grams, that is 2.8 ounces. So now let's see a few size comparisons. So let's bring out the competitors. So a little bit larger, of course, here is the CBV Elementum and the QSP Penguin. This is as small as I have it from these two companies, so this should be around the same price. Definitely the QSP should be on par. Elementum is maybe around, I know, $10 more or $15 more, depending on where you're buying it from. So this should be around 50, 55, and this should be around 45, a little bit less. So still, in the US, you will pay around $35 for it. So definitely they are undergoing these two. Then of course, here is the CRKT Pillar, one of my favorite small to medium sized knives, and the Kaiser Mini Sheepdog. From Bestech, I have here the Slasher. Let's see, the Pillar 2 from CRKT should be on par with the size. Okay, let's continue with Red Model 2. Let's see, a small Griptilian from Benchmade. These are larger knives, obviously. The small Feldspar from CGRB. I don't know, have a small bug out, so this is the regular size bug out, and the just for comparison, the FRN or some kind of plastic that Benchmade is using, the weight of the bug out is around 1 ounce plus. So yeah. So that is 1.85 ounces. So still 1 ounce more than the regular bug out. But yes, Micarta is heavier than plastic, of course. Okay, let's see, where is here is the Peanut, just for the reference size, and the Buck Vintage Select Small, that is a little bit smaller. For good measure, here is also the Delica, which will be, of course, more. And let's close it down with the K-Bar Dozier Folding Hunter. Okay, so this offering from Boker with the Magnum line, I am really looking forward to it. I would like also share one more thing that I have here. This is a, let's say, a Chinese experiment. I got this knife a long time ago, but usually I do not make videos about these experimental knives and so on, but some are really interesting, and there is also a place where to talk about them, to not to give them a special video. And this is something that I picked up from AliExpress. So This looks like something like an experimental micro bug out that the Chinese made. These are just 2 slabs of titanium, and it looks more like something mixed between the Protec Runt and mini bug out. So I would like to just to show you the sizes. These are obviously counterfeit products, but since Benchmade never made such knife, then it's just interesting and funny to have something like this. So, but this video is about the Boker Magnum Rockstub. So conclusions, I would say this is a excellent medium to small size knife if you're looking for something like this and you prefer to have this beautiful combination of black Stonewash blade and brown micarta. Then I would say jump on it because it's really nice. With that price point, I would suggest that the price will vary from dealer to dealer, of course. Maybe this will also get the pricing will be going down, and they have some sales on them. They should be available readily through dealers really soon, if not by the time when I am making the video. Like I mentioned, I got this one directly from Boker DM. So I will put the link down below. If you are from Europe, you can check out their website. Sometimes they have really nice discounts, and they are also on eBay. So if you prefer to buy through eBay, then you can check them out also there. So what more to say? Yeah, nice, functional small knife. I am really happy that more and more companies are making these axis crossbar locks, and some of these knives are really interesting. So perfect centering, really smooth with those caged ball bearing washers, and lightweight. So this was the Boker Magnum Rockstub. If you have any questions, please leave comments down below. I'm more than happy to reply as soon as I can, of course. If you're a subscriber, thank you very much. Big thumbs up to you. And if you are not a subscriber, then please consider subscribing to not miss any future videos. With that being said, wish you a wonderful day and hope to see you soon.